welcome back everyone, Mike here. So this is a nice jag of firewood right here. This is a mix of cherry and red oak, and I know I've mentioned it 100 times before, but people keep asking. These repurposed IBC totes, these are the large ones. They hold a little over 1/3 of a cord, and mixed hardwoods like this, somewhere around 1,650 pounds. So you need, like a skid loader or a pretty decent sized tractor to move them around, but they are very convenient. This is the last time that I have to touch this firewood. This will be sold next year. So here in a little bit, I'll take it down to the yard, put it away. Next year, I'll haul it over to one of the neighbors, or somebody will stop by and buy it. I load it in their truck. They bring back an empty basket. Works perfectly. But anyway, later this afternoon, what we're going to do, we're going to head out in the woods and cut a bunch more firewood. I have that big cherry tree down out there. I got 2 nice saw logs out of it. I sawed the first one on the Woodmizer, made some incredible lumber out of that. I still have another one to go, but now I have a bunch of firewood left. I went out last night, started cutting on it a little bit, but today, while it's nice out, I'm going to take the MX 5400 with grapple, pull it out of the brush and get it to where I can work it up real good, but it'll produce a lot of wood. But before we do that, we have some really big news to share. I mean, this is big time stuff. If you remember a while back, we used to have people send intros in for our videos, and we're going to do that again at some point. It got kind of overwhelming. We were getting so many of them, so we need to figure a little better system to do that. But if you remember those intros, one of the fan favorites was Dave and RC from Tennessee. And they sent us an email the other day, and I had been thinking about them actually, and they shared some really big news, and I said, this news is too big for an email. You need to put a video together so I can share this with the world. So take it away, Dave and RC.
Hey, I'm David. This is RC. We're in Flat Creek, a little spot in southern Middle Tennessee. And you're on Outdoors with the Morgans with Mike and Melissa Morgan. Many of y'all remember RC and I from back in the spring when this COVID thing first started, and RC was known as Mike and Melissa's comfort cow. And but RC was wanting to do a video, just bring y'all up to date, and she's got a really big announcement. The Friday after Thanksgiving, RC gave birth to a really big bouncing baby girl over here, weighing 65 pounds, 3 ounces, 22 inches tall. She's doing great. RC's doing great. And then RC tells me, he said, look, I want to name my baby girl Melissa. Melissa Morgan Hasty. I said, well, that's great. And she says, her Melissa, Mike's Melissa, has a whole lot in common. They're both very active. They like to run in the woods, chase the dogs, and just generally be outdoors all the time. So I said, that's great. That's real good. I said, Melissa will be really happy. So she did. And but hey, if y'all like this video, hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit the notification bell, comment. RC likes to read comments. And Hunter, RC and Melissa says to tell you hi and wishes you a very Merry Christmas. And we've got some of the millennials over here too that was in another video. They're getting older, their mama's in training, and RC's training them. But hey, we'll get off of here. Talk to y'all later. See ya.
So that is the big news. Have you ever had a cow named after you, Melissa?
No, I'm honored. I'm thrilled. In fact, throughout today I've heard myself saying moo to the dogs or anyone in my way. But
wasn't that nice of them to send that in? That is,
yeah.
I was telling them earlier in the video, we used to do those intros, kind of got away from it, became overwhelming. You get so many of them, but at some point we'll bring them back. But like I said, they sent us an email the other day, and I was just thinking about them, wondering how they were doing. I got that email, and I said, that's fantastic news, but I said, you got to do a video, you know what I mean, to do that. So we really appreciate that, and congratulations to RC.
Yeah, congratulations.
I like, what do you say, the baby weighed 65 pounds?
I know, I loved it.
22.
The measurements, it was so perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. And the RC always thinks to say hello to Hunter. He stops in his tracks and
He does. I was watching it
over
last
and
night,
listen.
and Hunter's walking through the room, and he like just stopped and turned around and looked at it.
yeah, yeah.
But anyway, right now it is a beautiful afternoon. I'm going to take that Stihl 500i out in the woods and cut some more on that big cherry tree that I have down. And then tonight, they won't see this video till tomorrow. You're actually doing a live tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's going to do a live on her channel, so you'll have to check out Morgan's Off the Leash. But yeah, it's Saturday afternoon right now, and you'll see this video on Sunday. Well, let's head out in the woods right now. I'm going to take some stuff out there and we'll do some cutting. It's a really nice day, but the snow is very, very slick. I mean, it is, because the temperature is just above freezing. It was a wet, heavy snow as it is. So traction is an issue both with your boots and the tractor. It is. It's pretty slippery out here right now, or as we say, slippy. Slippy. You have anything you'd like to add before I head out in the woods?
Nope, you better get moving.
So this is part of that top of that big cherry tree I took down. 14 inches in diameter. Reason this is not going on the sawmill, kind of goes all over the place. All right, this will be the, I just filled up the saw, I'm trying to think, the 4th tank of fuel through this MS 500i, and I just sharpened the chain before I came out, so it ought to be a pretty good test here. It seems to be getting even faster than it was right out of the gate, which is kind of expected, but that saw is unbelievable. It is. Wait till you see this thing cut this cherry up. Well, there you have it. That's 12 quick rounds there with the MS500i, and I'm telling you, that thing just rips through them like a hot knife through butter. And I did a pretty good job sharpening that saw. It's sharp. Takes a little bit of time. It's a 25-inch bar on it, a little bit bigger than what I'm used to using. Takes some time to sharpen it, but that's where that grapple really comes into play. Just being able to keep it up off the ground a little bit and not having to drag the logs through the mud, so it stays sharp for a long time. You don't have to fool with it much. Usually about every 2 tanks I'll touch it up a little bit, but it really wasn't that bad before I sharpened it today. Well, all my batteries are starting to die. I need to pick up a few more of them for all the cameras. This time of year when it's cold like this, it's pretty hard on them. So I'm going to wrap this video up, but before I do, I want to thank Dave, Sue, RC, and Melissa for sending in that video, and congratulations. And for all of you, I really appreciate you being here, and like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.